to Kat's Creations live on Friday night. I'm Kat, and you're in my kitchen where we're going to be making a wonderful fall, autumn, harvest, fun type of wreath. So, waiting for Steve to set everything up for me.
It's all set up.
It's all set up? Okay, cool. So, God, for some reason it just feels like I'm all starting all over again from scratch. So we're going to be doing our wreath on a 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame. You guys know that I try to keep my costs down so that the overall cost of the wreath is more affordable for people, especially now with the fact that we're including shipping in our product. Now, tonight's wreath is a little bit different because the materials costs are a little bit higher because a lot of the items that I'm going to be featuring tonight are homemade, which means that, you know, it's not something you can go buy at like Big Lots or someplace else. Like this little crow that we're using tonight, this is actually going to be factored into the wreath. This is all handmade, so the fact that you have something like this, it's already adding, you know, an initial starting place in your wreath, and then you have to add in your sign, all of your ribbon, the deco mesh, any of the floral, and any other little embellishments you want to add, like the little sunflowers, which we're going to be adding, and fall leaves, are all going to make this a little higher end wreath than what you're used to seeing us create, or me create. So, do we have people joining us?
We do. Sheila was the first one on. Sheila Logan.
Sheila.
Hi, Sheila. Audrey, Teresa, Brenda Watkins, Gail, Julie, Sheila Ratiopi.
Okay.
Ratiopi, I think she calls
My
it.
chalk couture person.
Yes.
Yes.
She's awesome. Deanna.
Hi,
Deanna. Lynn, Linda, Teresa, Melody, Jolie, Debbie, Sharon, Audrey, I think I already said.
Yes.
Debbie, Janet, Diana, Antoinette, Belinda, Peggy, Elaine. That's it.
Okay.
And
So,
Peg. Yep.
thank you for joining me live on Friday. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. So, the first thing you guys always know is I explain the 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath frame. If you don't have a Dollar Tree, you can go online to dollartree.com. You can order these by the case. They are $1 each. The case comes quantity 24. A lot of times you can have it shipped directly to your home, or if you have a Dollar Tree store local, a lot of times they'll ship to your local Dollar Tree store and then you just pick it up for free there. So there's some cost savings there. In order to finish wiring this up, this Dollar Tree frame has 6 sections. And so what we do is take our Chanel stem, fuzzy stick, pipe cleaner, and we're gonna wire the 2 inner rails together. So I just find a middle point between the welds, and wiring 2 together just creates some stability and strength so that my pipe cleaners don't move as I'm going to be loading the deco mesh onto it. And then we're gonna take 2 more using the center and the weld as our end points on left and right. We're now going to take our pipe cleaner and wire in the outer 2 so that you have a grand total of 6 on the inside and 12 on the outside. So this will take care of wiring this up. It also gives the customer a break from doing it on a work frame wreath, which can average between $5 to $8 depending upon what type you get. What's up?
Everybody's still signing in. There was a Rosemary that said hello. Wanted to say thanks for the monster wreath idea.
Oh, awesome!
Her
Thank
5-year-old
you.
grandson is making one. He's having a great time. He picked all of his colors.
That is so cool. I love that. And I will later share. I mean, the one thing that I struggled with is coming up with cool ideas for the fun fur. If you saw last Friday's, we made monster wreaths, which are great to do with your kids, grandkids, youth groups. What do we say? Girl Scout, Boy Scout groups, whatever.
Yeah.
Just in your family. So sometimes it's hard finding colored fun fur. So go online, and there's a lot of online vendors where you can type in fun fur fabric, and you only need a 1/4 yard.
Yep.
So those are some options you have. Okay.
And then Nancy said, finally caught you live. I'm from Massapequa, New York,
Oh, awesome.
which is
Thanks
on
for
Long
joining us.
Island. Julie said, good evening, ladies. So, hi, everyone.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're taking 10-inch. This is called just the natural, I'm looking at how it's called, Jute poly mesh, which means that this is all natural, meaning you cannot use your wood bending tool to cut it. You have to use your old standard rotary cutter. Because I want this wreath to be flat but full and thick, we're going to do the Cruffle method, which is it's kind of like half curling, half ruffling. So we're going to just do an all natural base of just that plain beige to kind of tie in the little farmhouse aspect. So we're going to do this, and you'll need a chip clip or a paper clip. And so what you want to do when you're doing your Cruffles is you're going to roll up the ends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to chip clip it so it doesn't roll away. And I'm rolling it with the fabric because that makes rolling up the ends much easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're just going to pull that towards you in the regular ruffle or scrunch method. Just like this. And then we're just going to go ahead and place this entire thing right into our wreath form. And go ahead and secure this with a pipe cleaner. About 1.5 times, 2 times, and then we're just going to zigzag. So the very next one will be bottom, bottom, in, bottom, bottom, in. So I'm just going to go all the way around until we create our entire base. So again, this gives me a thick, full base, but flat. So that's the reason why I'm doing this and not a poof. 2, 4, 5, because a poof would just give me height. And it wouldn't necessarily give me the width that I'm looking for. I want it more flat and not fluffy. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, gals, hope everybody else is surviving the heat. I know it's been a really bad, I think, heat wave across the country.
Yeah.
Sandy asked if we were doing good. She's down in Corona.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's been horrible. We've been staying indoors.
Trying to stay hydrated. Trying to make sure that we are watering our plants in the evening. We're, leaving extra water out for our birds and for our local wildlife that we have here in the desert.
Yeah. Tara, the pieces are cut to 30 inches.
Yes, these are 30-inch pieces.
Yep.
So you can tell the ones that get a little bit closer to the end of our roll. 2, 3, 4, 5. Makes it a little easier than trying to grab it right at the beginning. This will take 1.5 rolls of your Deco mesh, so you will need 2 rolls to complete this.
Gail Croft said 85 degrees in South Dakota.
See, it's just,
That's not bad.
It's summer, right?
Yeah.
It's summer. We kind of forget these temperatures when we get spoiled by mild springs.
Wow, Antoinette said here in New Mexico it's 96. Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Yeah. Well,
But she said that it's raining now, so that's not bad.
we don't get no rain.
I know.
It would be nice if we got some.
We got a sprinkle yesterday.
Well,
Candy Carson's bringing everybody's attention. She said just bought ribbon on clearance at Hobby Lobby for
awesome.
79 cents.
What?
The Robert Stanley collection. Numerous stuff on sale. Going to make more wreaths with you. Thank you. That's awesome, Candy.
Yeah, look, because Robert Stanley.
Yep.
So it probably just depends on what color, but that's a really good deal. 1, 2, 3, 5. What's up?
Sandy said, I feel like a vampire running from the sun. She's
I know.
bare skinned. I take it. Yeah.
We call it summer hibernation.
Yeah. Hi, Sandra.
3, 4.
Judy says it's supposed to be 105 in Winters, California. Wow, is that Southern California?
Winters.
Winters.
I haven't even heard of that. Is that northern, central? Maybe it's central.
Maybe.
So now we're going to the interior.
Yep.
So you'll see it starts to get really, really thick because I need to create a very thick base to build all the because we're going to put a bow on it. We're going to put the embellishment on it. We will put a bow, a sign, an embellishment, and then finish off the edges, whatever edges are left.
Sandy says 113 on Tuesday. Wow.
2,
Yeah, it was hot. That's hot.
4. Where's that
at? Sandy, where are you from? Sandy Leewag.
Well, like I said, folks, it is summer, end of July.
It is.
3, 4, 5. So you can see I just use things to kind of hold it down and then bring that towards you so that you have a little bit. This is why it's called a cruffle, a curl / ruffle. So it's also containing all of those edges because they're kind of confined inside those curls. So the fray on this should be very minimal, if anything.
Oh, Judy says she's 35 miles below Sacramento. So she's a little closer to Modesto. That's where our daughter is.
Yeah. So
My daughter's about an hour and a half south of Sacramento.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And then Jean, it took 1.5 rolls of the poly jute Deco mesh to do this. 1.5.
Because it's like we did.
18, 30 inches.
Yes. But I'm looking at like what we had. I had like a roll that had just a little bit left.
Oh, that's right.
And
Sandy's down there by Corona, by Tom's farm.
Oh, that's right. We need to get together with some of our local people.
Yeah.
I said we need to get local people together.
Yeah, that's what I said. Invite them down to Shinoda or something.
Yeah. Gotta get down to Shinoda, but on a day where it's not hot because they don't have air conditioning because it's a warehouse.
That's true.
So it is very, very hot there. So what questions do you guys have? What are you making right now? Seasonally, you should be kind of finishing up Halloween. I know it sounds weird. We're like right in the middle of summer. Or to say, okay, you should be finishing up your Halloween and working on your fall / Christmas. So this is why we're going to be doing, today's is fall. We did this in our private group that's on the door. Sunday we're doing a burlap pumpkin wreath for our private group. So we're moving into fall pretty aggressively. So.
Hi, Audrey.
August is almost here.
Audrey Brooks said hello from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. See, I think we're about halfway. So this method just takes a little bit longer because we're working with an awful lot of Deco mesh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can get there pretty quick. So this is the worst. 1, 2, 3, 5. And pull. Pull. Remove that.
Maricel, the quakes have settled down, but we still see from time to time that there's like 4.0s up around that area. It's about 100 miles away from us, so we don't really feel a 4.0s.
No. 5s, yes. Definitely 6s would shake us up pretty good. I know. You never know. One of these days our lives could feature its own earthquake, right?
It could.
It could very well. Then you'll see me stop and pray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because when you live in California long enough, you kind of almost forget that those present a problem. And there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Be prepared, but there's no early warning system for that for us to say, hey, earthquake's coming, it should hit you in about 15 seconds. We don't have that.
Yep. Candy said Dollar Tree is getting the Halloween stuff next week.
Ooh.
So the witches' hats and stuff should be there. And then
Very
Sharon said
interesting.
her Dollar Tree never seems to have much excess stuff. She did get some cool summer stuff for about 75% off. That's good.
That's really good. I know. That's true. I do need to incorporate a little bit more witch hats because I think I've only made one this year. So I do need... Have you guys noticed that what's trending as far as Halloween decor goes right now? What
problem,
colors?
Dean.
What colors are trending for Halloween right now? There's some colors that I see is sitting. 1, 3, 4.
Remember you mentioned, Cheryl said, hi all, I was at Michael's today, they had a Halloween out, and Costco had their Christmas ribbon out.
I saw that.
$6.99.
Somebody had posted it on the page, might have been you, that yeah, our Costco up here in the high desert just is really slow at getting anything in. I think even Sam's Clubs had launched their Christmas decor and we hadn't even gotten our ribbon in yet. So that's when you have to rely on other people to help find that for you.
Sure, so the little pumpkin wreath you made the other day, can't wait to make it. Well, that is still on our door. Still behind you, I think.
Well,
The welcome?
we're doing a new pumpkin wreath on Sunday. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's challenging coming up with new designs, like trying to figure out, okay, what are going to be the new designs for fall. 2.
Well, that's awesome, Dawn. Dawn said, I have an order for a fireman wreath, a lake wreath, and a Halloween and autumn wreath. Yay!
That's exactly what you want. So you want to start getting your repeat customers. So once they know the quality of what you're making, they have no problem when they go and they click on your designs to know, okay, this is not going to be a thin wreath, this is going to be a top quality product. I love everything I've purchased from them so far. They don't have to worry. So the one thing I've noticed about Halloween is what is selling, 2, 3, 4, 5, is black and orange, the traditional Halloween colors. That is selling more than purples and greens with black and orange. It's your standard traditional Halloween. 4, 5. At least that's what I've noticed. I have sold out of every single wreath that has had orange and black in it. I don't have any more Halloween right now in my shop that is orange and black.
Mary from southwestern Pennsylvania asked, do you ever work with 6-inch mesh?
Yes, I do. So the candy canes, we're going to be doing with the 6-inch mesh. Matter of fact, I just bought a whole bunch of 6-inch mesh on clearance, like in blues, so we could do like a winter type of a theme. 1, 2, 3, I think I have 6 more to go, and then we're done with our base. But I thought that was different. 3, 4, 5. For Halloween, to not have like the purple and the lime green be a big push this year. So it just helps me to know what to make.
Antoinette said, I want to see the angels you made.
The angels?
Yeah.
I have one over there. Two? I think I have 2 sitting on the kitchen table.
And then Cindy asked, which way do you lay the cruffle?
So the way that I have it, like
the
I
ruffle
have
is
them,
on the bottom, right?
Huh?
The ruffle is at the bottom.
The curls are on the top.
The curls are on the top, the ruffle's at the
Yeah,
bottom.
so it's almost going completely opposite of what we would do in a normal ruffle, because we would go against the curl the way the ribbon is on the roll. Here we're using that to our advantage to get the curls to stay curled. So watch. So this is the way it's naturally curled on the roll. So I'm just going to take my scissors so that I can get this started going. So I'm going with the roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chip clip just to hold that. And then we're going to roll this side 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to gather it together just like this.
It gives you about 10 inches, I think, probably in the middle, right?
Something like that. And then we're just going to lay this face down into the wreath. Sorry.
Gotcha, yeah.
So I am finding my pipe cleaners, trying to move the other ones I've used out of the way. I have 4 pieces left, which is exactly what I have here. So when I color coordinated my pipe cleaners to match my Deco mesh, so it makes it a little hard sometimes to see them.
Janet, yeah, Kat said the trending colors are black and orange.
That's what I'm noticing.
That's what she's noticing. She sold out of everything that's black and orange that she's made.
Yeah, and then now it's black and white, so anything that's black and white. But and then I have stuff that's still sitting there that's purple, black and white. Nothing.
Carol said I made a Tuscan wreath this week, and working on a Life is Better with Sprinkles wreath.
Oh, very cool. I know. I was telling Steve, I was like going through my craft closet today, and I was like, I came across a bin full of Christmas stuff I didn't even remember that I had. So to me, that's like a huge find. I found like candy, so I want to do one of those that are like that. I just got to find the right sign, and then you have to find the right flyer.
Yep.
But
hi Nicole, hi gals, just joining. Antoinette says she's sold 3 wreaths so far. Antoinette Gonzalez.
So what have you sold? I'm always curious because you think right now people would be doing summer, lake, back to school, 2, 3.
And then Sharon Wursler said I've done a fall, Christmas, and candy cane wreath this week. So
See?
Sharon, you're right on track.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So I've got to get some more witch hats. So that's probably what I'll be doing. 2, 3.
Ginger
4,
said hello
5.
from southeast New Mexico. Love the woodland ruffle, which is the Cruffle.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's just a way to create a very thick base without being overly full. So as you can see, this is like really creating a solid base. So at this stage, I won't have to go back in with additional mesh and then lay additional colors on top of that to thicken it up. And that's why I went with 30 inches.
Jessica asked, do you ever have a hard time matching ribbon online? Like making sure they're the same shade or same color?
Yeah. You know what's crazy is trying to match sign colors, because the sign colors sometimes, when you look at them online, is one color, and then when you get them, totally different color.
Mm-hmm.
It like doesn't match anything you had originally designed. For like the, what was it, the Ghost Boo one that I did, it was supposed to be orange and black, but the sign came out more of a mustard yellow color. So it was really hard for me to find any ribbon because it was solid orange and not that mustard yellow. So it's difficult at that stage. So yes, I struggle with the same things you all struggle with. Last piece. So this is where you wish you could go fast forward and just go zip. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and build the bow so that we can see how much real estate our bow is gonna take up. So our bow is gonna be comprised of 5 different 1.5 inch ribbon. So we're just gonna use 1.5 so that I can add a lot of color, but not use a lot of space.
Allie asked, how do you store your wreaths until they sell? A couple different ways.
I'll show you in a second.
We either put them up on our walls in our craft room, or we actually use a spare closet that we have, and we just put a hanger on the back side of it and hang it up.
So yeah, this is exactly, so this is how full this is just with those 18 pieces of 30-inch Cruffles. And so what I do is I just take a hanger, poke the hanger through the back here so that your hanger comes up here, and I just hang them in my closet. Just store them in my closet straight up and down. And then that's it.
Yep. Plus we have a big, like a post out in the garage we hang them on too.
Right. Okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna create the bow. So I have these colors kind of in the way they're supposed to go. That's always a challenge, is trying to figure out colors. So we're gonna start with this orange and white polka dot craft outlet. Then we're gonna do black and white plaid, which is Hobby Lobby. The green, I think, came in a box full of colored crafts because this is the ribbon. So it doesn't even say who it's sold through. so I'm not sure, but I know that Craft Outlet does sell the green canvas. The fall plaid is through Shinoda, and then the black and white polka dot is Craft Outlet.
I want to ask, do you glue the pipe cleaners?
No.
No, you don't need to.
If you fasten 2 rails together and twist it, you have no need to glue them. So it's an extra step you don't have to do.
Yes.
So to create our dovetail, we're going to take the wired edges, bring those together. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut from the folded side to the end. Move that to the side, and then that creates your perfect dovetail. I think I'm going to try for 9 inches for my tails for my bow. So to use the bow dabra, it's all going to be about a twist. So it's just twist and then place it right in between. This is like fingers just holding that. So just think of these 2 very large fingers. So now it's got wrong side fabric here. So we're going to make like a 5-inch loop for our bow. Let me just make sure.
Actually, it says she's already sold a ghost wreath, the pumpkin wreath that I showed you, and a New Mexico chili wreath. Interesting.
Oh, very
awesome.
cool. So we're going to do 4 loops of each color. So I'm making 5-inch loops to get my base down. So there's 5 inches. So then it makes it real super simple to do the next 2, because you're just going to put your finger, see, here's the twist, put your fingers in the loops and pull, and then they're going to be the exact same size.
Sharon said I found a bunch of fall and Christmas supplies too. I'm assuming Hobby Lobby. And then Barbara said I had bad news today that their Hobby Lobby is closing in their area.
Oh no.
Wow. No, I really don't hear about that.
Well,
They're going to be closing some other stores as well.
that is not good.
Yeah.
It depends though, because sometimes, I don't know, the East Coast, you guys got some really great shops.
Yeah.
Like you guys have,
There's a lot of competition out there.
no, I'm talking like you guys have Carolina Pottery, you have the Christmas shop, is it the Christmas tree shop? There's so many of those. AC Moore, we don't have any of that here.
Yep.
So there is our orange. We are done with that. Now we're going to bring in our plaid.
Well, thank you, Trixie. She said, hey guys, Devo, you have some pretties there for sure.
Thank you.
Faye said I put a shower rod in my storage building and hang hers on the shower hook, so it works great. Yes, it does. We have that in the garage.
Yeah, we took one of those outdoor curtain rods for your outdoor patio space.
Yep.
And we just have one all the way across the garage.
Yeah, it's like 25 feet long.
Yeah, something like that. Well, because we never were using the outdoor curtains because it's simply too hot out here.
That's funny. Janet said we're actually getting a Hobby Lobby in September.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So we're still doing 5-inch loops. So all of these are going to go, we're going to do 2 loops on each side, each color, except for the final 3, which is the black and white polka dot. So here we're just doing this. So twist, make sure your loops are the same. I know, twisty, twisty. And this should be it. We will pull out 9 inches, snip this off. So there's our black and white. We always put our little finishing touches on it because it just looks so much more nice to have those all done.
Yep.
So now we're going to do our green. Same thing. 9-inch tail. This is where you wish you could just mass produce them and just do them all pretty quick. So same thing. If you finish your tail this side, you gotta go back to the other side, so they're always opposite. So same thing.
Don said I love the Christmas tree shop. Hi Kathleen.
I like the Christmas tree shop too. What? Because I can see it online.
Hi,
I just
Barbara.
can't buy any of the stuff in it.
Yep. Antoinette said I got a snowman from Craft Outlet. I'm assuming it's the one we usually build.
Yeah, is it a kit, like heads, arms, the legs?
Yeah.
Those
She
are
asked,
super
will
cute.
the Cruffle work, or would it be too bulky?
I would probably try that because I think we do ruffles on that one. I
Yeah.
have to go pull my instruction sheet on that and see what have I done them in the past. So there's this. And I think once we get the bow done, the rest will go fairly quickly because it's just a matter of attaching everything. So these are still tying all of those colors into the sign. So the greens, the oranges, and then obviously black and white because we've got to incorporate that into our design. So I'm going to take these ones down to 8 inches. So I'm going to bring it down, and then I'm going to take these down to 4.5. So I'm actually going to go a little bit smaller now.
Hi Kitty, hi Tracy.
Closer.
She said yes, it was a kit.
It was a kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because I have a turkey kit and I haven't even done anything. I bought it to do last year and I never used it. So I'll probably do the turkey this year just because he's been sitting in the closet. So these are 7-inch tails with 4-inch loops. Twist. Everything's the twist. And then a 7-inch tail.
Funny, Deb said I had that same black and white ribbon in my basket today and ended up putting it back. Darn, I wish I had kept it now.
Well, Hobby Lobby's still open tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Was ribbon on sale today? Was it the 50% off regular ribbon? I'm not sure if it's Florals this week. I'd have to pull up their ad if it's Florals or mesh. So these ones we're gonna do at, this one's kind of funky, it's not straight.
Interesting.
What?
Candy said I'm going to be doing the splatter screen.
Oh, okay.
Dollar Tree
I know what she's saying.
into a rose instead of using the kit for the rose.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming she meant like Unique in the Creek.
Yeah, over the Unique in the Creek board. You
Yeah.
can. It's just so much nicer to use things that are, honestly, they're designed to make our life a little easier. But sometimes you have to like buy them in a big enough quantity. So these I'm gonna do at 3. So I'm gonna bring these back a little bit. And I'm gonna do 3 loops, believe it or not, in here. So it's gonna look like we have 2 tails on one side, but it won't really matter when we go to fluff everything out. So, and I'm gonna take this one way short for our center. I might just do 2.
Dorothy said the ribbon is on sale. Flowers are 40% off.
Okay. So,
And then Sharon said, yeah, all florals at Hobby Lobby this week.
oh, so Florals is what's on sale? Okay, we're doing, I wasn't sure if I said 7 or 8, so I cut it at 8. I can always cut it a little bit smaller. So I did do, on this one, I did do 4, like 2 on each side, but what I did is I did 2 longer ones, and then I did 2 shorter ones so that we're getting closer as we get.
Dorothy said both, which is interesting because normally it's one or the other.
Yeah, something's 50% off.
Yeah. Sharon said it's florals this week, but then Dorothy said ribbon is on sale, but flowers are 40% off. Maybe.
So now I'm gonna just take my Chanel stem. It's all stacked really nice, thanks to the Bodabra holding it all together. And now I'll just twist all these. So there's our bow. And I fluff on my wreath because there's no, you could fluff off the wreath. So should I show you how to do that one? I'll show you really quick how to do this. So if we were to fluff off the wreath, I don't think I'll be able to do this one. So what Steve did is he took my wood cutting board. So I'm just going to attach this to the center, because normally you have to have it one that goes a little further, so we'll fluff off. So obviously we have tail, and here we have loop.
Peggy clarified, she said the fall flowers are 40% off,
Okay.
but the ribbon is 50% off.
Okay, so it is ribbon and Deco mesh this week, but fall floral is 40% off.
Yeah.
Because something has to be 50% off.
Thanks, gals. Yeah.
So now we're going to take one and pull the other orange.
And then Cheryl Sloan asked an interesting question. If anyone lives near Oklahoma City, said her daughter goes to college out there, and they have a store called the Basket Market.
Okay.
She said it is somehow part of Hobby Lobby, and they have discounts on their items. So it may be an outlet, but they
Okay.
also have a buyer's area, and it must be samples or something like that. I got a bunch of stuff that was so inexpensive, and then I started seeing it at Hobby Lobby as well.
Wow.
I just happened to find it when visiting my daughter in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Gotcha. That sounds interesting. I know, right? So I'm taking one tail and pulling them in completely opposite directions. So I have a tail here, and then I have a loop on either side of the bundle. So just like this. And then now I'm going to go with the green, because we pulled this one here. We're going to pull the green forward right here, and we'll pull this one behind, and then we'll take our loops, pull these in opposite directions, do the same with the green, opposites, and then we're working with the orange. So we pulled the orange on that side forward, so now we're going to go orange back, this orange forward, and then we're going to take our loops and grab the loops and pull these in complete opposite directions. Same thing here, loop and loop, pull those there. Now we have our black ribbon. We're going to do black out to this side, and then we'll do baby loop. So we're going to take the big one and pull these in opposite. So we have a big one and then two smalls, and then we want to make sure all of your loops are fluffed, all of your ribbon is fluffed. And then we just get to take this and add this to our wreath. So there's how you can do it on a cutting board. There's people who do it with a fluff box.
Hi guys, just joining.
So, and I just have a little C-hook that just sits here, and I have a little nail down here if we did the bigger wired bows.
On the Provo, yeah.
Yeah, so I just need a bigger workspace. So now we will take this, and I'm going to add my bow right here. So I'm actually going to take my pipe cleaner and get this out of the way, because this is where my bow is going to kind of sit. So it's going to go in here. Take this one as well. I have an inner and an outer, so they're just going to be covered over by where the bow is going to sit. So rather than trying to cut these off later, it's going to sit right here.
Hi Joanne, no problem. You can always watch the replay later.
So now I'm going to undo my little cup hook thingy. So here's where our bow is going to sit. I'm going to get this down through my Deco mesh to the other side, and not pull, because you don't want to pull it and have it turn into a little V shape. So here is our bow, all situated really pretty on this wreath. So you have the ones that come out the sides, out the back. So just running your fingers along those will fluff them up. So now we're going to add the sign. So our sign today came from Three Birds Nest Company. So all smushed together, not the number 3, the word 3, Birds Nest, CO. So you can get it in a 12-inch round. This is a 12 by 6, and I think you can also get it in like a 5 by 7. So I opted to get mine here in the longer because I didn't want round. Sometimes I noticed a trend developing for me.
6 by 10 or 6 by 12?
This?
Yeah.
I thought I just said. This is a 12 by 6.
6 by 12.
Yeah. So my bow is here. Trying to think of how I had this all set up. Let me just look. I think he's gonna go just like so. So yeah, this is kind of where it's going. So let me show you. I can kind of hold it up. This is where it's all gonna go. See?
Yep.
So we are going to take our beadsmith metal hole punch pliers, and we're going to attach our sign just by punching a hole in our sign. And I usually just give it a little twist. And these are 1.5 millimeter. So it's just like a hole punch on the signs.
Yep. Get your pipe cleaners through.
Yeah, so these are available on Amazon. I think they're like $8.50. Best investment you will ever make.
They're on your affiliate link too.
Yeah, I haven't posted that.
Yeah.
So,
Hey guys, we're in the Friday group, so it'd be awesome if you guys can like and share. We appreciate it.
yes, I totally forget.
And you can use the word share.
Yes, you can. it goes in conjunctions with Facebook's live policies. You can say share.
Hi Judy, yes, this is the woodland ruffle or the cruffle. It is.
Yes. So we're just gonna take our pipe cleaners, pull our pipe cleaners through, and then we're just gonna attach this to the wreath. Really simple. So I'm doing it kind of sideways so that the crow kind of sits in the middle. So I'm going to take and feed the top part of my sign down first, and then I'll go ahead and straighten it out. So let's go ahead and attach this part, and then we are, since we're not using this anymore, we're going to go ahead and attach our sign. So I usually try to fluff up any ruffles that might be sitting underneath that.
Gene, ask where you got the sign again?
Three Birds Nest Company. So they're on Etsy. So if you look for them, smush all the words together, not the number 3. You have to spell it out, T-H-R-E-E. There we go. Trying to get it all situated in there with all those curls kind of pushing it up. And then we can go ahead and kind of pull out whatever we need. And then we'll go ahead and attach our little crow. Now the crow and the little pumpkin he sits on, this came from, they're on Etsy, Carol's Stitches of Love. That's the name of the company. So she does all these handmade little items. So if you see the crow on the pumpkin,
Completely handmade.
This is the size, which is about 6 inches. So in order to attach him, because I don't like to ruin them in case people want to take them off and use them, I'm going to use 26 gauge wire. And what I'm going to do is find my middle. And what I'm going to do is actually take it and tuck my wire in to where he is situated on the pumpkin. Go around the back so you kind of don't see the wire. And we're going to twist it so that I have a way to hold him in there. Just trying not to get all the little grapevines and the raffia he has. So he's all situated. can't see where he's attached. And then I have my wire here, so I'm going to take this wire and pull it down. So I'm going to move this pipe cleaner because this is where he's going to sit. Because he needs a home. So he's going to sit right here, and we will feed the wire. Those are always the challenges, getting the wire, because the wire's pretty small to feel, and it always wants to bend in a way you don't want it to bend. Okay, so I got one, and I'm trying to get it right down.
Awesome, Regina. She said she got her whole bunch in her wood burning tool. What does Kat use to cut a ribbon with? Well, she uses just a regular Betty Crocker scissors for her ribbon. But for the Deco mesh, if you're going to use a wood burning tool, you have to go get the tempered glass cutting board. And you can get it at Walmart for like $7 or $8. It's not very much at all.
Right.
And I think it's like 10 by 15 inches, something like that.
The glass?
The glass, yeah.
I don't think we have it out here.
Yeah.
So now I'm just moving. I don't want the green in the way, so we can still see our little clue. So let me show you.
Sandra said I love her sign, so many cute ones.
So here's this one, and now we're going to go and finish the outside to kind of get these colors to pop in through the rest.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is I have 3 different colors of 2.5 inch ribbon already pre-cut. These are cut to 13-inch pieces. So I'm going to alternate those around the outside because we pretty much have taken up all of our inside space. So I'm just going to start here, and I'm just going to tie these into the pipe cleaner areas. So I'm just going to alternate these as they go around. So again, bringing the orange colors in. I'm going to leave my pipe cleaners on for now because we're going to come back in and either add some fall leaves or add fall leaves. What else did I say we're going to add? Raffia.
Some floral, maybe.
Linda
Birdwell actually said, "Hello, Kat and Steve. Thank you so much for using our signs.
Oh,
We love your wreaths."
I love your signs. Because this one is perfect for the embellishment I ordered.
Feel free to put your name of your Etsy business on your comment.
Yeah, link it, Linda. Type in exactly how people can find your shop. So, as you can see, we're just using the orange and green fall colors. Because we'll pop some of that.
Oh, Jessie said she got her, I think, glass cutting board at
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Use your coupon.
Use
Get your 20% off. And Bed Bath & Beyond, lifetime guarantee. So you'd be surprised at what they take back. So you can see we're adding the colored ribbon, and I'm just going around the outside and alternating. The 2.5 inch that I'm using right now came from Joann's. This is in their Simply Autumn line. It's what we used in the wreath behind us, but we used the 2.5 or 1.5 inch width. And these will lay more flat once I get rid of the pipe cleaners that are holding them all in. So we will do this. So I'm just finding all my pipe cleaners to the outsides, securing these in like 2 or 3 twists, kind of fanning this out so it creates a nice little look, just like so. This one doesn't have much tensile strength, but I love the colors because it's more of that burnt orange, which is supposed to be the color of fall for this year. So that darker orange color is supposed to be the seasonal color of the year.
Awesome. Linda put her link on.
Thank you, Linda. So if you like her signs, like this one, I actually have had the crow since like, what, like May,
Yeah.
I think? And so I was waiting for a sign, and so when I saw this sign come up on her side, I was like, perfect sign, know exactly where I'm gonna use that. So I was like trying to think, do I want a round one? Do I want a rectangular shape? So I like using the rectangle side
The rectangles are great for being able to put the signs
to the side.
off to the side, yeah, so not everything has to be in the middle every time.
Exactly. Let's see. I think this one. Yep. So I think I have
Oh, good.
more.
Jessie said, yeah, she used her coupon. She got it for $7.
Good. Yeah, I think when I did mine at Walmart, it was like $6.97, and you just go get the glass cutting board. It doesn't have to say tempered. One side's smooth, the other side's going to be kind of textured, so you'll just cut on the smooth side.
Right.
So 2, 3. Trying to get these to. I'd like the outer ones to kind of fan out and give it a little bit more the illusion of width, like it's going out farther. So and then we have some to tuck underneath our bow, so those will be a little bit of a bow extension. It'll appear like it is. And yep. So I cut 12, what is it, 4 of each of these 13-inch pieces. Here's my last one. So I'm trying to tuck this one under. Okay, so now let's look at popping some of these embellishments into the outer part of our sign. So I have one piece left. So the things that we're going to use are, Walmart came up with these picks last year, which are perfect. So for like $5, you can kind of pick apart your picks. Sounds like a pickup thing. Pick apart your picks. So this is what I was doing even on Friday night, is I was pulling all my picks apart like these.
Debbie asked, I didn't hear how you finished off your pipe cleaners.
I haven't yet. So we're
Yeah.
going to add some more embellishments to the pipe cleaner part. So we're going to add some fall floral. We're going to add some of this olive green. We're not going to take this. Trying to get rid of this little piece, which I will probably never use. So I'm just deconstructing this. It's a $5 pick. This actually had pumpkins and gourds on it. So I'm just pulling off all the things I don't want. So I have these little mixes, if you will. This is kind of what we did with the one that I have on the wall behind me. I just created my own little pick. So I want these. Oops, that kind of flew out. So we are going to be taking some of these. I'm just kind of looking at how do I want them to lay before I go ahead and either remove the pipe cleaner. Like on this one I will. So I usually just twist it a total of about 5 times. I will cut the pipe cleaner off and then I tuck it behind the ribbon. So I'm going to see if you can zoom in on this to show you that there's no pipe cleaner in there. At least none that you can see. And then you can come back in and we're going to add some fall leaves to the outside. Kind of like what we did here. We added a lot of the, since this is more brighter fall, we're going to kind of incorporate these
Yeah,
colors.
the brighter leaves. Yeah.
Yeah, into our leaves. So like, let's see. This one go through? It will if I cut the tip off. There we go. So this way I can have something along this line, so it's a little bit of that fall color. So I'm dipping this in my glue skillet. And because Deco mesh is such a wonderful way to adhere anything to a wreath, we're just going to add these little pops of fall colors towards the top. So like up here, I'm going to go ahead and do the same, because it's a little harder at the top. When people are looking at your wreath, they're more focused around the sides, the bottoms, the areas they can see. Not so much the very top, depending upon how tall your door is.
Yep, great job on the explanation, Faith.
What's that?
She said, I think Debbie was asking about the pipe cleaners Kat has already cut. And then she said, Debbie, she just twists a couple of times, then she cuts off the excess, and then she tucks the twist part back
Right underneath.
Back underneath the mesh. Yep.
Exactly.
Or the ribbon. Yep.
So I'm going to do the same thing here. Just going to kind of tuck these in. They're kind of like, they're kind of taking the place of a half bow, but I will incorporate some half bows in here. I'm just going to...
So she's using her glue pot.
My glue skillet.
Her glue skillet, yep.
Can you see that in the picture? Let me take these off. So let me move these over.
Yep. You can see that.
I know, those are the first ones. We like kind of tucked it around the other ones.
Yeah.
So we're just adding those. I will add another one here. So I'm going to cut these ones apart, kind of double up. See how you can kind of construct your own pick, if you will, along the lines of like what you want it to look like.
Oh, that's funny, Daisy.
What's that?
She said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was watching a replay wondering why nobody said hello back.
Poor thing.
Hello, Daisy. No problem.
We're here now. Great.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to take those, kind of tuck this in. So I have these three at the top. We're just dipping it in the glue skillet. And then I just lay it inside. There's all my excess glue, which you just kind of take and throw it back in the pot, and it just remelts for you. So let's pull.
Daisy, sure. So she started with a poly jute beige Deco mesh vase. It's 10 inches. She's using the Cruffle or the woodland ruffle method. They're cut to 30 inches. She's using the 14-inch Dollar Tree wreath form. There's 18 pipe cleaners tied on the whole form, 12 on the outside, 6 on the inside. Then after that, she did a nice big bow on the outside, and then she used her 6-inch by 12-inch sign by 3 Bird's Nest Co. Right?
Yeah, 3 Bird's Nest
On Etsy?
Company.
And then now she's putting on her 2.5-inch ribbon.
Yeah. So let's see, where do I want to kind of take this? Let me, now that the glue is dried on the sign, trying to get this thread off. Here we go.
Teresa said, love the way this is coming together. You're so creative.
We're trying to be.
Gotta use your imagination.
We're trying to be. So, I'm gonna come over here. So I'm just tucking some more. I'm gonna add some other aspects to some of these, like we're gonna tuck in some orange and natural color like raffia. So we're just trying to bring the colors from the sign and the leaves that were attached to our little whatchamacallit, the little guy on the top. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Look at something. Yeah.
I actually thought you were gonna, I was gonna ask if you were gonna add some
I am.
1.5 black.
Yes. I'm gonna add this to the burlap. 1, I have 2 more pieces. So I'm going to cut some half bows, which are basically just taking 15-inch, 1.5-inch ribbon. So I'm going to bring some more of the black in. This is a cheater's way of doing dovetails at the same time. So half bows, because a bow has 2 loops, a half bow only has 1, but it'll still have 2 tails. So basically we're creating like an awareness ribbon, like this. So this is going to go in right where my fall plaid ribbon is going. 2, 4, 5, and then I will take the excess off of here, and then I'll show you what that looks like once we're finished with this. So that's what that looks like when we create that, the little half bow.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
It's a great way to
this.
fill gaps, and you can also hide all your pipe cleaners by using that.
It's like gaps and cracks, right? So it's just super simple to just have everything all done pretty quick. 4, 5, snip.
Shirley, yeah, you need about 1.5 rolls of the 10-inch Deco mesh, so you'll need 2 rolls.
Yeah, you'll have like the equivalent of maybe like
Half a roll up.
half, maybe just a little less than a half a roll.
Yeah.
So, let's see what else I want to do. I know I want to incorporate some of the flowers. Like we have these little orangey sunflowers that we're gonna add in here. We're gonna add some raffia. I don't know if I wanna add any of those. I don't think so. I'm just looking at, do I want to incorporate any more ribbon?
What do you think about any of the black check 1.5 inch?
I was thinking green. Let me look at the check. Because then sometimes it feels like it's just too much black. No, I don't like the black check. It's weird. Like if I had black check to the other,
Too much black.
it's just too much. And if I put it next to the black and white polka dot, it's too matchy.
You try
Look
green.
at green. Yeah, I might incorporate just a couple pieces of green with the pumpkin. Yeah. So, executive decision real quick. So 2 15s. We'll put these with the pumpkin.
Oh, and then the 2.5 inch ribbon is also cut to 13 inches, right?
2.5 is cut to 13.
And then your 1.5 inch is cut to 15.
15,
probably.
yeah.
Your 1.5 on the half bows is usually always 2 inches longer than your 2.5 that you use.
Right, because you still need about, I'm trying to think, it's a 2-inch loop. So when you do it this way, it's about 2 inches up. Yeah, exactly 2 inches.
Yeah, so I hope that answered your question.
So we're going to do it here. We're going to add this green.
Gail Seela's been quiet.
She hasn't said anything.
Not really.
She's
And
on.
I haven't seen Vi on. Yeah, Gail said she was on earlier.
She fell asleep.
Maybe.
She'll be like, how did you know? Because it's Friday.
I hope your knee's feeling better too. I know you're still having problems with your knee.
So we're going to add the
I love
green
that
with our
fluid.
pumpkin. We can still come in and add some. I need another one because I'm thinking right here too. Lots of ribbon. One can never have enough ribbon.
Mike, yep, I can see you.
What's that?
Brother's on. Mike.
Oh, Mike's on.
Yeah, he's like, can you see me? I can't see you, but I can see your texts. Debbie asks, are you going to do the pumpkin wreath that you suggested on for Sunday?
Yes.
And do you have a video on your angels?
Yes.
It's in the private group.
So if you're in the private group, the tutorial already exists for the angel. So you can either have the option of joining the private group and then you get all of the private tutorials. Or if you just want the angel tutorial, I have it for sale on my Etsy. So it's just a tutorial. It's not like me live teaching you how to do that.
Right.
Okay. Oh, I needed one more.
If she wants, she can show you an angel after she finishes.
Oh yeah, the harvest angels. These are, I love making them. I like never thought of it until this year to make them seasonally. Completely missed all the Easter ones, but we did patriotic, and I sold out of all the patriotic ones I made. So you just never know. Because I was like, you could put them on grave
Debbie,
markers.
Debbie, so you just should be able to search on the private group, angel tutorial.
Angel tree topper.
Angel tree topper, yeah, or angel.
Video, not tutorial.
Yeah.
I think we labeled it video. So I'm just
Hi everybody, just joining.
twisting, cutting. So, not only that, it's kind of giving some extra added height to this. So I just added the green to the outside here, here, and now I'm like debating here. Let me look. I think I'm gonna add the rest of my leaves to the pumpkin orange one. Because I'm not happy with the leaving it. It's still too thick. You have to cut off the part where it would normally stick onto the pick. So we will add two.
Gary asked, what do you call the bows you're putting in right now? They're
Half bows.
They're called half bows, or like
I call
awareness
them half bows.
awareness bows, kind of.
Chevron aware. What do they call them? Awareness ribbons.
Right.
But I call them half bows because they only have one loop, and I think a bow should have two.
Joanne, if you're a private group member, you should be able to just go in and type in the search bar anything you're looking for. Like if it's a video, you could just put welcome wreath or pumpkin wreath or angel video or angel tutorial.
Yeah.
It should come up.
I thought I had one more. Do I not? Look.
So Gary, if you look and see, I kind of zoomed into where the black little half bow is, or awareness bow. You can see how it kind of gets tight in to the 2.5 inch.
I know. Everything is here. So here's some more of these. See, this is how it came from Walmart. So there's all kinds of stuff you can add. I just needed another one of these for my other side. But you can, I wouldn't add cattails to this one, but like when we did the fishing wreath, we used the cattails for it. The pine cones, obviously I would save and use on Christmas.
So Joanne, if you signed up for the private group and you sent Kat your questionnaire and you paid, if you're in the private group, all you should have to do, I'm sure she accepted you, is just go on to her private group. But you can send her a messenger and she can double check for you.
Should be there, unless you signed up right before we're going live. Then obviously I haven't went into anything and added anything.
Yep.
Okay, so let me look what I want to do. I want to bring my bow a little bit more forward so it's not covering.
Antoinette, you kind of misspelled something. It says Steve is blank on YouTube. I'm wondering if you said it's Kat on YouTube. Yes, she is. She's also under KatsCreationsNMore.
Yes. So
She's got over 100 videos on there.
on YouTube?
Yep.
This will be 106. Today's will be 106. So now I'm taking these and just adding a couple.
Audrey said, now this looks like fall. Love it.
I know, right? This will be one of the ones that I'll be really sad to see go, because I love the crow. I've held on to him for so long, debating if I wanted to throw him in a wreath or not, and I did. So he is. So now I'm just adding these little sunflowers to my little fall leaves. And let's see.
Joanne says she's been signed up for 2 months. So.
What's her last name?
Lankeno. Lankenau.
I can tell, like if I had my phone right here, I could tell you instantly. She should be in her. Can you access the private group page, Joanne? There's the first question. Can she get into the private group page? If the answer is yes, it's just a matter of knowing where the search bar is and how to search. Because it's different in Facebook.
Oh, Gail said she's been working around the clock.
See?
She's all, I'm listening to you all. Gail, you gotta take some time off. Especially to heal that knee.
So let me try to find some more.
Don't make me come out there.
If that's all it takes, then she'll just be like, okay, come on out here.
No, she wouldn't want me to come out. She'd want you to come out.
That's true. But she knows that I don't like to fly. I'm looking for something.
Kathy, yes, the base is done in the Cruffle method. Yep.
Let me look at these real quick. Gotta love Raffia. Hopefully not my favorite thing to work with. Trying to pull out the biggest pieces. So let me try to even these all up since they're all different lengths. Okay, I think I've got one. So let me make a little bow. Although trying to do a freehand bow like that is kind of difficult, but I like it.
That's good.
I know. I'm like trying to figure out what to tie into some of these ones at the top. Obviously you don't want
Thank you, Faith.
your Raffia.
She just said, I just checked Kat's private group. Joanne is a member.
Oh.
So Joanne, you should just be able to type in the regular search bar when you go on Facebook, Kat's Creations private group.
Faith is the bomb, man.
Yeah, she is.
She's like, I am looking for something that I can add a little dab of glue to. Wooden skewers from the Dollar Tree are perfect. So I just need to add a dab of glue to the center of my leaves so that I can take my raffia, stick my raffia in there. So we can have some of this be part of our wreath as well, like so. Grab some orange, because I saw it on the crow. He has orange. He doesn't have the tan color.
So Joanne, as long as you're in Facebook, at the very top search bar,
It turns purple.
all you should have to do is just type in Kat's Creations private group, and you should see her page or her link, and then click on it. Since Faith said she saw and checked that you were a member, it just should take you right into it.
Yep.
And then you just click on page and
If you're doing it from your mobile device.
yeah. She did ask, where do you find colored raffia?
This colored raffia I found, so the little 3-pack that I had, the orange, the brown, and the red came from Dollar Tree. You're like, okay. So let me cut some of these tails off. So I'm gonna add one here to the very top. I'm actually gonna face this bow down so we can have some of this kind of streaming down. Do I want to add it here, or do I want to add it to my sign? This is one of those. Don't want to add it there. Let me spin this around. I'm so used to working everything upside down instead of the way that I would normally do it if I was doing the video. I don't know if I want the orange in there now.
I thought it was pretty. You mean the orange is red? The red color?
The orange one that I had. Yeah. They should make Raffia so much easier to work with.
Thank you, Faith. She said she's messaging her the direct link. So.
Good girl. Thank you so much for helping.
And Antoinette said she found the fabric group too.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're just gonna add this one to the top. We'll add a couple of these to the bottom. A little bit of raffia. So I'm just taking my skewer and sticking it right into the center of the leaf and adding my little bow so that it looks like this. So you can see those, because I already added the ones to the bottom. Let's see. I think I will add this to the bottom with the orange. Just don't want to make sure I stick my finger in it. See, Dollar Tree, wooden skewers. Get a whole package of them. You can use them to stir your glue. I use them when I'm making my angel tree toppers so that I can push things down where I need it to stick without burning my fingers in there. So, see, look. Why are they all bunched? They're all like twisted. Yeah, they're all like twisted around.
Yeah, they wrapped it.
One piece. There we go. Now I can pull it out. Okay. So I only need one piece. So just one. I'm trying to grab the thicker pieces of raffia. There's that one. And then I can make little bows and tuck them underneath my sunflowers at the bottom, and I think we're done. Just don't need this all. There we go. Tuck it right here. This reminds me, I'm gonna have to go to Dollar Tree and get more.
Cheryl said I should come over and help, huh?
Yes,
Cheryl, are you
can.
close?
I know,
And
right?
then Daisy said she uses the back of a chopstick.
Yes.
The chopsticks from Noodles and Company. How funny.
See, ours is just like this. So they come in a thing like this from the Dollar Tree. So
Yeah.
I use them from everything, like cleaning out our hummingbird feeder, little nozzles.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that should do it. Add just one more touch of raffia and then we're done. What?
Gail said that that's what it takes earlier, but I need to bring you if I'm going to Florida.
I know, right? We already had that discussion, right?
Yep.
Can't go to Florida without. Well, it'll have to take a train. I know, Steve doesn't want to take a train. He's like, we could get there in 5 hours and be done. And I'm like, I'm not a fan.
She'd rather take 3 days than 5 hours.
I would. Okay, let me just add this last one. Okay. I just wanted to kind of tie in that whole rustic sense of everything. So stay tuned too, guys, before you think we're done. I'm going to show you some of the signs that I just got in from Three Birds Nest. She just came out with these designs, so of course had to order them. So let me take this one off the door. Put this one over here. See, look, here's another thing that Carol Stitches of Love makes. So a little candy corn guy. I haven't parted with him yet. I like him too much. So let me show you what this looks like on our door. So we'll fluff everything. Let's get some of these to pop. Making sure everything is where it needs to be. So what do you guys think? Like, I think it ties everything in between the sign with the sunflowers. Trying to hold these up just like so. There we go, with our little crow. So, what do y'all think?
Yep. Brenda Watkins said thanks for, she said I guess she's got a sign with a black plaid, and I had one, not sure how to do it.
The what?
She's had a sign with black plaid and wasn't sure how to use it.
Oh, yeah.
So
This
that's
is perfect.
gorgeous. Denise, the sign came from
Three Birds Nest.
Three Birds
Company.
Nest Company, or Three Birds Nest Co. on Etsy.
Yeah, so, and it's not the number 3, it's the word 3, birds with the S, no punctuation, and then CO. So 3 Birds Nest CO. So, let me see. It's gonna be kind of hard to see this one, but that's the logo. So 3 Birds Nest Co.
Got it.
So that's the name. So let me show you the signs that she just.
They're saying that little candy corn is adorable too.
I know, isn't it? He's just super cute. But like these little embellishments are like $20 to $25. So, and they're all handmade, so they're all stitched by hand. So she has a lot of really cute embellishments. So let me show you the signs that just came in. So, okay, you can see this, right, babe?
Yeah.
I'm moving it to the side. Okay, so let me show you the first one. So this one is a little, it's an 5 by 8. So this one just says welcome with paw prints and dog bones. So this will be going in my dog paw print grapevines. So this will be coming really soon. So it's just super simple, but I like it because it's just a simple welcome in the black and white and gray. So, and then she has this one called Autumn Leaves and Pumpkins Please. So this would have fit really well with all the colors as well, because you still have the black in the pumpkin. So this is a 12-inch round that she has available. And then this was Steve's pick. So Steve picked the 12-inch boo with all the bats. So we'll be building this one. And then
All these signs are again from the Three Birds Nest Co.
Right. And then this one, it's called Farm Fresh Christmas Trees, Cut Your Own, family owned and operated. So 3 different kinds of trees with the like simulated wood background, 12-inch round. And then there's this one. This is going to be another fun color to play with because I'm all about non-traditional Halloween. So this just says Happy Haunting, has pumpkins, the house, the ghost, the leaves, spider webs. And then we have this one. So it says Jesus is the reason for the season. So this will be featured in a wreath. And
Denise,
then,
yep, these are all metal.
Yeah.
And Wilhelmine, yeah, the crow is the same place that is from the candy corn.
Yeah, they're all the same.
And she'll tell you that here in again in a second.
And then this was the one, that was the very first one that I made. So here's your traditional Halloween, the black and orange. I will probably do something very similar to that to spin off this design again, but totally and completely different. So you could take something like this and pair him with the candy corn guy, or he could go with this that looks super cute, or even with the Happy Haunting sign. So I have a lot of her pieces. You just have to understand that when you start with an embellishment, just this one, you know, and it's $25, there's your starting point, and then you still have to build your whole wreath. You have to add a sign, you have to add your bows, you got to add your base. So it drives the price up, but they're super cute. And that's why I don't like to cut into them and put wires into them like with the crow. I just wired him.
And
I
they're
would
on
probably do something simple.
what's the name of
Etsy.
it? Etsy. What's the name of it again?
Carol's Stitches of Love.
Carol's Stitches of Love.
Yeah, when this goes into replay, I'll actually put the link underneath of like the sign and the embellishment, so you guys will have that. But that's it.
Did you want to show them an angel?
Oh yeah, the angels, right? So these are the fall ones. So I just have these two sitting here. So I have this one. So this one's all done with the burlap, the jute burlap. So it's the orange, the green, and the beige. So this is this one. And then this one's just done with the pumpkin orange and the cream. So that's what that looks like. So they're 18 inches from bottom to top, and then from side to side. And these will fit between a storm door, so they're like 3 inches maybe at the most. So you can find all this stuff on my Etsy shop. And if you're interested in the tutorial, it's there too as well. So it looks like the patriotic angel. So I teach you how to do it with the patriotic colors, and all you have to do, same technique, you just switch out the colors you want and place those in lieu of that. Is that it? What other questions do you guys have? Anything? So, private group, we meet Sundays at 5. In our private group, it's $17 a month if you're interested in joining. You just go to KatsCreations, the letter N, more.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and then there's a link where you can read about all the benefits, like you get discounts from 30 Birds Nest from being in our private group. So you can stock up on all of your holiday signs,
And the
as
cost,
well as 17.
and the cost for the signs vary depending on if you get
Yeah, if you
order a
get
couple of them,
rounds, they're obviously going to be more. The smaller signs will be less. And then that's your middle price range. So, but then she also has a bundle
right.
where you get free shipping if you do 10 signs. There's like a difference in cost rate. So it just depends. We get discounts through Personally Yours, on Etsy, Jane's Front Door Decor, on Etsy, Perpetual Ribbons, on Etsy and her website. All different kinds of discounts through multiple places. So for $17 a month, I always say it's your Starbucks coffee. Less than a Starbucks coffee a month. You get access to everything. The materials list that I just did today, you will get it all transcribed in a materials note that you can print off for all the private and public sessions. And that's pretty much about it. I think I did my spew. I think I'm good. So Sunday, we're doing the burlap pumpkin wreath. This is a new technique. You guys all said you wanted to figure out how to do it. So we're doing that on Sunday at 5. So, and if you're not there, the great thing is replays are available for as long as you're a group member. So you can watch them as often as you need.
Yep.
Okay.
All the gals are saying thank you for Fridays are great. Thank you.
I love our Fridays.
Everyone have a wonderful, safe weekend. Kat and Steve, see you in the group. Thank you, Antoinette.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you, Faith, for helping put all that stuff together with getting people where they needed to be. I appreciate that.
Yep.
All right, everyone. I will see you later. Have a great weekend. Hey, by the way, it's Steve's birthday tomorrow. You turn what, 51?
Yeah.
51.
Yep.
So I'm going to take him out, and then we can all give him grief on Sunday, right?
Yep.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.